Okay, we have like 0 drop frames, and yeah, it looks fine. Hopefully, YouTube is gonna catch up with it soon. But yeah, let me see. Yeah, we're live. Now where the hell do I get the link? The link to share. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I am gonna mute everything and I'm gonna listen to music even though YouTube does not wanna let me play music because then I get a strike even though I'm just streaming. Yeah. hmm Yeah, I don't think. I'm not gonna open that. I'm not. I'm gonna open it later. Send it to me later. Let me get the. Where the hell? Oh, it's there. It's right here. So let me see. See if the stream works. Okay, it does work. So let me go on Facebook and post it, and also on Twitter. No, I don't want to fucking close it. I am streaming. 'Cause you gotta share after you start streaming. That's the point of everything. Oh yeah, this is a classic album. Hell yeah. And I'm glad you guys can now listen to it. This is beautiful. Oops. Uh, dun, dun, dun. Let me open my other Facebook. Uh, okay, I guess that's done. I'm not gonna spam the link because I'm not stupid. So, let's go back. Um, what you have here, over here in the thing, is the new Heimdall. Even though you can barely see it, let me um get the camera closer to it. I'm just using that webcam here. It's pretty shitty. Um, so yeah. So it's gonna be more like the Pro Side 3 and the Lols bot, in the sense that it has the y-axis moving the bed, and then it's gonna have c-axis that goes in this side, and then moves the x-axis up and down. So pretty much it's almost the same thing as the Prusa, which we have one right here. It's gonna have the same mechanism. So for example, this one can move frontwards and backwards, and same with this one. But this one is gonna be way more rigid because it's fully made out of extrusions. Um, then we have the C-axis over here. These two parts control the C-axis, so it moves up and down. And actually, let me make it a little bit bigger. Not be a dumbass. My camera looks really crappy, but it's whatever. Actually, hold on. So yeah, these parts move it up and down. Like this one is the same thing, and then we have the x-axis here that moves it side to side like that. So it's gonna be the same mechanics, but on this one over here, you can see it right here. I'm still designing the parts. Um, this is most likely how the frame is gonna look. Um, yeah, that's pretty much how the frame is gonna look, and then the only things I still have to design is the c-axis, the full c-axis, and the full x-axis. And other than that, then it's gonna be pretty much just testing it, and also some other brackets for the electronics and all this stuff. So a lot of the parts are gonna come back from the old Heimdall, because a lot of the parts just fit in the 15 extrusions that we have here. So for example, the corners are the same thing. The power supply bracket over there, right there, it's gonna be the same thing. Um, the bed is completely different. The bed has 4 bearings, 2 in each side, and they just help it move. It's one of the tiny bearings for the 8 millimeters rods. Right now, the ones that I have over there are either misaligned or they're just horrible, because like they have a lot of friction, and they are making really loud noises. So I think those I'm gonna swap for linear bushings. See if I can do that. Because they're completely shit. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. I think they were just bad, or they have contamination inside. But yeah, I can actually show you some of the parts in the card here. Jesus. So, for example, these are the parts that hold um the extrusions. No, what actually? They attach the rods to the frame, and these are these parts over here, and we pass the rods through them, and they're actually like extremely rigid, and it's really kind of hard to get the rods inside, which is good because you don't want it to move them. Let me see, which part is this? Oh, this is the part that holds the bearings, the linear bearings. We have four of them. They attach to the bottom of the bed. So let me see. It's right over here. I don't think you guys can see it, but it's down there. What else? This is the full frame of the bed. So I decided to. Jeez, this music is fucking me up. Um, I put something better. This is too kind of fast. Yeah, I wonder how much people are watching right now. It's one person watching, and I don't think it's me. For the person asking, it's a 3D printer that I'm designing, and so this is the bed. I decided to kind of mock it up part by part. So, for example, these are the extrusions in the sides over here. Then we have the corners that hold everything together. Then we have the heated bed. It's 200 by 200 millimeters heated bed that goes on top. And there's some other parts, but they are not in here. For example, the bearings that I showed you before, they attach here and here and here and here. Then we have a part I designed yesterday, which is this part, and this holds the belt. So it can hold the belt, and then the motor can move the belt, so it can move the whole axis frontwards and backwards. Where did the bed go? And yeah, that's pretty much it. But this bed is actually extremely rigid. I don't like. I tried to do the same thing with the older version of this 3D printer, and it was crap because of the way that you have the bed in the other style 3D printers, where it's kind of like in the Z-axis, which always gives you some frontward sag of the bed. But this one is gonna be supported pretty well. This one, let me turn it off. This is a mock-up of the rod, and this is the motor bracket that goes at the back. So the motor bracket, let me see if you can actually see it. It's all the way at the back over there. Let me make it bigger. So yeah, all the way over here at the back. So let me make this smaller again. Then what else we have? Oh, we have the bearing. So this is this. It goes like this, and this is the idler bearing, and it's at the front over here. So it just gives a position where the belt can rotate, so you can just go back and forwards. And I made it in a way that it has some little teeth, so the belt can grab better to it, and there's not a lot of friction, like in the sense that some other of these ones, they are just completely flat, so it doesn't have that much friction and doesn't have that much wear on the belt. So yeah, that's all the parts that I have done already. On the other hand, today we're gonna be making another part, which is gonna be the bracket for for the ramps and mega. So, uh, so let me check the chat real quick. Um, how many people are watching? You. Okay, so uh, so I'm gonna be just making the part and talking about why I decided to change to this style of 3D printer instead of just keep going with the other one. Um, Jesus, I need to pull out some schematics. I am so glad that I don't watch porn in this browser. That'll be fucked. Let's go on Google. Cause I need dimensions. I remember back in when I made the other part, I had some issues with people using fucking inches instead of millimeters. Are you fucking serious? I think I used this one. So basically, let me pull out the camera right here. Basically, for 3D printers, we use these Arduinos with a board on top. And what I want to do right now is get the schematics for this one over here, so I can design a part where I can mount it to the 3D printer. Most likely it's gonna go in this hole over here, and it's just gonna mount towards the outside so it doesn't protrude on the inside. So it's gonna mount towards the outside, and it's gonna be similar to the one that I made before, and it's gonna have like 3 screws, because if you see closely, this has 4 screws, but on 4 screw holes, but only 3 show on the actual other part of the board, even though we actually just need like 2 screws, but that's fine. Still trying to figure this out because this has to be a certain length, because if you see here, I want to mount it from this part to this part, so we have still this whole distance over here. And the thing is that this distance is supposed to be the same as the distance of this parts, which are the same as the parts for hanging the power supply. So what I'm gonna do is actually figure out the length of those parts, the whole length, so I know the distance that I have to work with, which I have in my other tab, which you guys can now see. Jesus Christ! I just took a leak, and now I seriously want to take another one. I don't know why. It's fucking stupid. I don't want to see it like this. Uh, it's this boy. So the part is 139 millimeters. Please, someone write that for me. Okay, so I should actually make it similar to the other one. So it's gonna have 4 millimeters of thickness. Uh, uh, and then this little brackets are gonna have where they screw to the thing. They're gonna be 4 millimeters too. Okay. So I'll be right back. Give me a second. Okay, so I gotta keep an eye on the time because I don't wanna stream for way too long. What the fuck? Does YouTube show how long have I been streaming? I don't think it does. Does let me see. It doesn't. What the fuck? Oh, okay, whatever. Let's see. View normal. Where's view normal? Okay. So we're gonna make a sketch. Thinking we're gonna make a fuck. I wanna make a sketch. This thing never works whenever you need it to. So I'm not gonna make it too big. So we're gonna make nine, and the thickness. It's gonna be. Here it says it's 50 millimeters, 50.8. So we can make it like 70. So we give it 70 or 80. 80. 80 is better. It's gonna be a little bit bigger, but whatever. So we're gonna make couple parts to keep reference. So one's gonna be 4 millimeters. Then we're gonna have another one down here. These are gonna be parts that stick out, so and they're gonna have screw holes, so I can screw it to the frame. What else? How long is this? Uh, 101, 101.6. Oh, let me make a sketch on the center of this one, so I know what's gonna be the actual dimensions of the on board on the inside. Shit, I don't think I'm gonna be able to connect the USB. Fuck. Actually, I don't think it matters. No, I don't think it matters. Does it? Oh fuck. Shit. I think it does matter. Fuck, whatever. I'm gonna figure it out later. Fuck that shit. Uh, what's the thickness? 50.8. Shit, I can barely see my cube. The length is gonna be 101.6. What else? Then we have to start laying out the screw holes. So based on the board, we're only using this screw hole, this one, and this one at the back. Yeah. So these three screw holes, which is not that bad. It's not that bad. So shit. I think I fucked up. 'Cause then I'm not gonna be able to get the USB on. Fuck. Okay. We can solve this. Shit. You know what? I'm just gonna delete this square and make another one. And the thing is that I can, if I reference from the center, I cannot move it side to side. So if I can move it downwards a little bit and then have some space so I can connect the USB, then that should be good. So is 50.9. 101 point what? 0.6. Fuck, what happened? 6. Okay. So let me actually. Oof, I don't have a USB here. But this actually protrudes a lot. You know what? It's gonna be a pitch. So how many millimeters do I have from here? From 5 millimeters. That's not good. Make it 10. And from side to side should be. It's like 15 and 15. Let's see. Make it 15. Should be a little less than 15. Yeah. Let me do some calculations here. Now that I'm still thinking, how the fuck am I supposed to know how long have I been streaming? Let me see if OBS says it. Oh yeah, OBS says it. I have half an hour streaming. I haven't done shit. Jesus fuck. So 15. Jesus. Plus 14.2 divided by 2. So to have it completely even, it's gonna be 14.6. Now, the reason that I'm concerned about the amount of time that I have been streaming is because most people will not watch the stream if it's more than an hour. So it's it's a bitch. Let's see what the fuck they're saying. So yeah, that's the problem with YouTube. That if you stream for like more than an hour, we just get bored and they don't just they just don't watch. And I'm trying to keep it real, keep it interesting. Oh, let's make it 2.3. Fuck. Oh, that's it. If you're spamming me somewhere, I cannot see your messages because I don't feel like answering right now. 23.97. This is 15.24. Ah. You know what? It's actually a little bit too big. Whatever. 96.52. Now, what's that thickness? 2.54. Let's zoom in. It's kind of hard to talk when I'm trying to concentrate on not fucking this up. Are these two aligned? I think they are. No, actually, they are aligned with this side. 50.8. What the fuck is this? Is this? Oh no, wait. Fuck, I doing. What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck am I doing wrong? Oh shit. It's 53.34. Fuck. That's why. 34. So it's 53.34. So then this number is wrong. Over here. It's gonna be if my phone was to fucking unlock. And I can, you know what? I'm just gonna use a calculator. I'm not gonna use my phone. So 6 plus divided by 2. The 1333. Okay. There you go. Now it's perfect. It's in the middle. These are not aligned, so this is 762 from here. Is that right? Yeah. 762. Let me see, guys. Yeah, I could do that. Then again, if I had a better computer, I'll be doing a lot of different things. It would be cool if I could put some standoffs on this, so I don't have a fucking problem with the USB because it's really tight. Let me see. Yeah, it's gonna be like this over here. You might be able to make it. I'm just gonna make some standoffs because it's not worth it though. Yeah, I'm just gonna make some standoffs. So this is gonna keep the same center as the original ones. Then later on I'm just gonna figure out how big they're gonna be. So for this one's usually you wanna make it some. I wanna make it 4 millimeters bigger. I would say 3 is fine. 4 is better. It's gonna be 7.3. Cause I don't want this to be really flimsy. Then we're gonna. Are we done? I think we are done. Yeah, we are done. At least for when it comes to this sketch, we're done. So how thick are we gonna make it? We said we're gonna make it like 4 millimeters thick. So then we're gonna extrude this to the other side, like 4 millimeters. Shit. There's a little corner over there. Oh my god. There you go. I'm almost so clumsy with this science software. CAD is like the worst when it comes to the just going around. There you go. This is the base plate, so now we have to do a little bit more thinking. So let's pop the SketchUp. So this, we're gonna make the standoffs right now. Now, 25 millimeters is way too long, and we're not gonna use that. Okay, pull out the caliper to see how big we're gonna make it. Um, you know what? I'm gonna make it. Hmm. Cause it's already 4 millimeters. So together with the other part, it's gonna be 11 millimeters, which is too fucking much. We can make it something like 8, which is fine. If that doesn't work, we're fucked. Actually, uh, now that I see it, it's actually a little bit. You know what? I'm just gonna make it 10. That's it. It's fine. It's pretty long, actually. You know what? Fuck it. If I don't like it, I can change it later on. Doesn't matter. That's the beauty of 3D printing. If this is actually enough space to put USB cable on, then well, we're good. Either way, we're gonna make it like 4. There you go. Now, you know what I'm gonna do? Um, Nothing, because I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna make the screw holes for this part. How the fuck did I make the other ones? Let me see. You guys cannot see it. You should not see it. Oh, this is from the sides. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, yeah. We're just gonna go over here, turn off the sketch, and we're gonna come here. We're gonna put one screw over here, one screw over here. Do the same on the other side. So, the screw hole, recess, blah, blah, blah. So the reason that I decided to switch to this process style design is because it's just way more stable than make it 5.6. It's way more stable than the other design because over the time that I had that printer, I realized that it was it was really good on the X and Y direction. But then when it came to the C, it was like every day a different problem. My brackets were well designed and everything, but the C axis was like shit. And to have one of those be reliable and stable, you have to have one like in the the FT5, where they have two motors driving two different lead screws up and down. and then they have four linear rails, which adds a lot of cost. And not only that, but that that design will not fit on the Heimdall, the old one. It was gonna be a nightmare to just get it on inside of there without messing with the stability and everything. So I decided to make this one really, really stable, like the Prussias. Because if you have ever used a Prusia, you know that those printers are amazing. I have done so many hours with this one, the one next to the Heimdall here. It's like insane. The older Prusia, not Prusia, the Heimdall I designed with this Prusia. This one is gonna be designed by this Prusia. A lot of other prints that I've done, a lot of other designs I've done with that one. It's been working great for a long, long time, so I have no problems with it, which is good. So let's see. Mm, I wanna keep them separate because it's a long distance. But I'm gonna make it like 15 from each side. 15 or maybe something like 18. Gonna be better. Now watch me later not remember the distances. Oh, not from this one. Then from here it's gonna be 15 divided by 2, which is 7.5, and they have the same thingy, same distance, because they're aligned. And the reason I use 7.5 divided by half is because we're using some rods that are 50 millimeters by 50 millimeters, and right in the middle they have a hole where you can put the nuts. So it's gonna be the half of the size of um the half of the size of the extrusions. Holy moly! If I can mirror through a middle plane, let me see if I can actually do that. Cause this is supposed to be in the middle, so actually let me turn on. Let's see. I think it's in the middle. So we're gonna take this sketch and we are gonna mirror. Where is the mirror? Mirror. Here. Anti-testo mirror. This goddamn sketch. I wanna mirror the fuck. Oh my god. You gotta be fucking with me. New. Properties. Blah, blah, blah. Part to mirror. Features to mirror. Let me see if it lets me. Okay, it lets me do it. I was gonna get so fucking mad. Front. Is it doing it? Oh yeah, it did it. It did it. There you go. See, there you go. I don't have to be mad now. So then we're gonna make the holes. These holes are gonna be the ones that that attach the bracket to the extrusions. So we have the holes over here. On the other side, we need to have the holes. So remove. Up to next. And see, you have holes that only go through until the next phase over here. Now that it's done, we can turn them on again, and actually go ahead and do another one, but for the head of the screw, which since it's 4 millimeters, I'm gonna just go half, so it's gonna be 2 millimeters. Amen. Amen. I don't like. There is a tool to make holes here, but I don't like to use it. I rather just make my own holes because I know what are gonna be the tolerances of the parts depending on which printer I'm printing with and the filaments and all this stuff. Up to next. Actually, no, it's blind to millimeters. There you go. So this is it, I guess. It's just really flat. Um, you know what? Let's just add a little bit more features. Because this looks like shit. We can, whenever I can, I do little stuff like that. Because it reduces the amount of plastic that you're gonna use, and it's not gonna affect the structure of the part. And it makes it look a little bit better, just a little bit better. Then we can mess with the corners over here. Now that's a little bit too much, so we're gonna do like 3. Maybe a little bit too much. That's okay. Ding, 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 ding. You know what? I'm gonna do the same to these corners over here. It's gonna make it look better. It's not gonna use as much thing. It's just corner, kind of like rounding the corners. And actually, if you do this and then you 3D print them, they still look kind of rounded, even though it's more like sharp corners. I'm still concerned with the USB thing. Let me give me a second. Let me see how long have I been streaming. I'm almost at 1 hour. I got 7 minutes. So let me see how big this is, and see if it's gonna be a problem or not. I'll be right back. So Sweet home Alabama. Ow. Bam, 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 bam. So that's the best way to go. I think this is the best way to go. So it's kind of level of the thing. So now I think I'm gonna do some. Um, should I do them? I don't think I should, because it's gonna mess up the print bottom. I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna make some holes for the nuts, But then if you print it this way on top of the bed, it's gonna be messy because then you're gonna have a place that is not supported, and it's just gonna fall down. And I don't think the support is gonna do anything about it. So, um, Cura is not gonna do anything about it because it's gonna be so small that it's gonna be like, oh no, it's not a problem, but then it's gonna be a goddamn problem. I'm not sure if they fixed that in the latest version. Well, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. When the stream is done, I'm gonna 3D print it and see. Let's see how it is. Seriously, feel that I should move this a little bit up, just in case I need to get to the screws. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. It's so close to this one. I'm not gonna be able to get the screwdriver in there. So I'm just gonna move it halfway. The good thing is that I can just go back to the sketch and just increase this value. Maybe 20. Let's see what 20 does. Nope. 15. 15 looks fine. So now I have more space for to get my screwdriver in there and get the screw in there. So let me turn on the sketch. Just a mirror. And it looks fine. It doesn't look that bad. The only concern that I have is that we don't really need that much plastic in here. It's gonna consume. It's gonna take a lot of time to print. Whatever. The harder it is, the better. So yeah, I am sorry that I haven't made a video in a while. Last week I didn't make a video because I had nothing to make a video about. Then this week I was mostly busy with making parts for this printer and school, and also getting. Was it this week? No, it was last week. Last week I was getting this through the printer over here. This one running. This one over here. So I was calibrating and doing some tests and this and that and doing some 3D printing. I'm also I'm also gonna start working next week. So it's gonna be messy. The videos are gonna slow down for sure because I'm doing school and I'm also gonna be working and also designing this 3D printer. But whenever I have time, I'm just gonna try to stream, and the archives of the stream is gonna be the video, and you guys gonna have to enjoy it. Anyways, basically that's pretty much it. We have right now 59 minutes streaming. Guess that's it. I'll see you guys later, and maybe hopefully next week I can make a video. I don't know, maybe an update on the printer and basically what I have done. So yeah, have a good rest of the day and have a good weekend.